dedication to protecting people, respect for all, enforce the law with honor, integrity our standard, quality our mission. As we demonstrate leadership in law enforcement, these are the core values inside the LAPD.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Athletes Inside the LAPD. I'm Mary Grady, Public Information Director for the Los Angeles Police Department. Today, we are at the department's Pacific Area Station. We're going to meet and talk to an officer who, when she's on duty, she's looking for registered sex offenders. But when she's off duty, she hits the backboards. I'd like you to meet Officer Tracy Wolf. Tracy.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Is this your little home away from home?
This is.
This is it, and I noticed you have the computer on. And what are you looking at here?
Right now I'm looking at the Megan's Law website.
So I'm assuming, because we had said just a moment ago that most of your time is spent looking for registered sex offenders, that you spend a lot of time on this website?
Yes, I do. This is actually the public website that you can go on and find registered sex offenders that live in your area. I am a REACT officer, which is a registration enforcement and compliance team. Basically what I do is I monitor, register sex offenders that live in the Pacific area. If they are out of compliance, meaning they've missed a registration or haven't registered with their agency, specifically Pacific Division, then I will go out and find them and arrest them, and then go through step by step and get charges filed, and then go through the court process also.
Are there a lot of sex offenders? And since we're in Pacific, talking about Pacific area?
In Pacific area, there are approximately 130 sex offenders.
And how large is Pacific area?
I believe Pacific area is just over 10 or 14 square miles. Yes.
So that's a lot of, I mean, to me that sounds like a lot of sex offenders in one area.
Actually, it's about average, I would say, within the city of Los Angeles. We have probably on the lower end compared to the other divisions.
Okay, so it's something that actually keeps you busy?
Oh, yes, very much so.
Okay. Now, how do you use Megan's Law's website to help you?
Megan's Law's website, it's a great source of information as far as the Department of Justice is the entity that updates the information on the website. What you do is you get onto the Department of Justice website under the Megan's Law, and then after you read the disclosure and agree to the different things that are in the disclosure, you go in and you can put in a name of somebody that you believe is a sex offender. You can put in an address, being your address, say the station's address, or just an address in an area, city, zip code, different things around. Why don't we use the zip code, and we'll use the zip code of the station, 66.
And that's Pacific Station?
And this is Pacific Station, yes.
Okay.
If you hit View Map, what it'll do is it'll show you a map of the area. Right here, we are at Culver and Centinela, which is right here at the station, and you can see all of these blue dots right here are sex offenders that are in the area. There are some people that have not been notified that they have to register. For instance, say a guy committed his offense in 1960 and hasn't had any police contact since then. He would not know that since 97 it went retroactive, that he has to register.
Okay.
So,
can you actually see those who are registered or those who are not?
Yes, I can. This is a public website, and it'll show you, depending on what their sex offense was, as to the information that will be on the computer.
Now, if they have this check mark next to them, what does that mean?
They have this check mark, that means they're in violation. That can mean one of two things. One, that they have not registered, that they know that they have to register and they have not done it, and so they are legally in violation and can be arrested for such. Or two, that they have not, that their offense was committed prior to 97 and that they do not know that they have to register yet.
Okay.
So either way, we're looking for them. Because either we're going to arrest them for the violation, or we're going to notify them that is their responsibility to register. One of the things that we do as far as a REACT officer is that we have to verify that the people that come in and register actually do live at the locations where they say they live. Today, we'll go to one of those locations and just verify that one of my registrants lives and where he says he does.
And if they aren't living where they say they're living, that causes you some concern, I would assume.
And then I will come back here and find out as much information as to where he is located now, find him, arrest him.
Okay.
And then go from there.
All right, let's go ahead and take off then.
I just wanted to door knock it to see if was home. He's not home, so what I did is just left him a business card saying, you know, I was here, please call me. What I'll do is at a later date come back. If he doesn't answer again, start talking to the neighbors, find out if he's still living here.
Give me a little bit about your history in basketball.
I've played basketball for just about 22 years. You know, I played in rec leagues when I was a kid, and junior high school, college, and then in different leagues. You know, just wanting, because I love the sport so much, just wanting to keep active and keep playing.
And when you joined the LAPD and found out they had a women's basketball team?
I went to bicycle school with a girl that played on the team, and seeing my size, that I was almost 6 feet tall, asked, you know, if I had played and kind of recruited me to go try out. So I grabbed a friend of mine, and that's also an officer, and we went and tried out and have been playing ever since.
And what do you think of it? You like it?
I love it. Love it, love it. As an officer, you need to make sure you stay fit, and it's just a great way to keep officers, you know, the camaraderie of it, being on a team, and just staying physically fit. It's so important in what we do on a day-to-day basis as far as our job goes.
All right!
We traveled to Barcelona and we traveled to Canada. Just being the LAPD, the name of it, you know, people recognize us, and it's a great kind of bonding situation.
In the city of Los Angeles, when duty calls, the LAPD responds.
911 emergency.
I need help. My daughter's missing.
How old is your daughter?
She's 4 years old. Her name is Janelle.
I lost my puppy. Can you help me?
We have a critical missing. There is an Amber Alert, so let's look for any information you get. Pass that into the watch commander. Let's be careful out there.
To fight crime and to keep our streets safe.
I'd be going nuts if this was my daughter.
Push units at 7855, 7855, 211 just occurred in Olympic and Olympic and Ardmore at the child market. Suspect found 958 west and side 5 popular towards Olympic. Property taken use currency. Code 3.
7855, roger.
All units 7055 is in quick pursuit of 211 suspects southbound near the houses requesting backup. Any area that comes out of this frequency.
7055, we're still behind.
To protect and to serve.
All units, code 4, 11th and Catalina, suspect in custody.
Standing with our community.
Los Angeles Police Department this morning issued an Amber Alert. The suspect is driving a black Honda Civic.
Working as a team.
Hey, what's up?
I think I saw that car that you were looking for.
Can you show us?
Yeah.
Let's go.
They take pride in what they do.
K910, code 6 on the
And when duty calls, the LAPD responds.
It's a positive on the vehicle.
Roger. 5-2, we have a positive on the Amber Alert vehicle.
It looks like they found the car.
The LAPD is hiring. Become a part of the team. Visit us at joinlapd.com. In the city of Los Angeles,
There is an Amber Alert.
when duty calls, the LAPD responds.
We have a positive on the Amber Alert vehicle.
Nada más te di 3 días para que te quedaras aquí.
Te dije que no tengo dinero.
Espera.
protect and to serve.
¿Estás lastimado?
No.
¿Cuántas personas hay aquí?
Mi hermano está en el baño y mi esposo está ahí.
Pon las manos arriba, por favor. Párese.
Okay, tell me what happened.
My sister's letting me stay there. Lleva aquí un mes, no está pagando renta. Me parece que chocó contra la pared. And he hit me.
Do you want to make a report?
No.
¿Qué usted quiere que nosotros hagamos?
Que lo saque para afuera, que se vaya.
Your brother-in-law doesn't want you staying there anymore. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gracias,
Okay, está bien.
Standing with our community.
When we first got there, I didn't know what the heck we had.
1653, unknown trouble. Male and female arguing inside of a green vehicle. Stop on the 6th Street Bridge. Respond code 3.
Any area that come in on Holland Records.
Leave us alone! Driver's got a gun.
6 King 253 requesting backup. 415 man with a gun. We're on the 6th Street Bridge facing westbound.
Hello. All right, show me in route.
For the officers of the LAPD, it's all in a day's work. Working as a team, they take pride in what they do.
We're waiting for your arrival.
I'm not coming out of the car!
Okay, listen, we've got time to work this out.
Shut up!
Let's just talk right now.
This has nothing to do with you, man!
I know you're upset. I want you to talk here.
911 emergency?
That's the little girl.
The little girl that's missing?
Yes.
What is it?
6 through the throats.
What is your name, sir? Hello? Hello? Hello?
The caller's DOA.
Get away from the car or I'll shoot her! I'm gonna kill her, man!
Listen to me. Why don't you just let her go? Girl's coming out. Hey, John, lower the gun, buddy.
Become a part of the team. The LAPD is hiring. Visit us at joinlapd.com.
The officers who make up the LAPD women's basketball team come from divisions all across the city. One of them works here at Rampart Division. Her name is Irene Kohler, and she's a forward on the women's basketball team. But as a police officer, Irene is in a Z car. She and her partner go after the 10%ers, those criminals who are committing at least 50% of the crimes here in Rampart area. And we're here in MacArthur Park with Officer Irene Kohler and her partner,
Tony Rodriguez.
Tony Rodriguez. Nice to meet you, Tony. So explain why we're here in MacArthur Park.
This is one of our project locations, basically. It's tasked by the Alvarado Corridor. This used to be a hotspot for drug dealing, prostitution, gang activity, and it's basically they set up cameras throughout the corridor, about 8 cameras on the park, and it's just part of the crime suppression project.
Now, when you say crime suppression project, explain a little bit what you guys do every day when you're working the streets of Rampart.
We're a Z-car. We're tasked with the top 10%.
What's that top 10%?
They call us the top 10% car. We basically get a list of persons, locations, crime trends throughout Rampart Division, including MacArthur Park, and we're tasked with hitting those areas, basically looking for specific people. You know, if one area is being hit a lot with burglary from motor vehicle problems, we can adjust our hours, target that location or that area, and that's basically what we do. We keep up with the crime trends.
And you're looking for the people who are committing the most amount of crimes in those areas where the most amount of crimes are happening and or the most victims are.
Exactly.
Okay. As part of this crime suppression, that must mean that you're always looking for specific people, because you kind of know who they are, right?
We know a lot of the key players, but you can never discount anybody.
Right.
And you can never assume that it's always the same people doing it. So we look for basically any kind of criminal activity. They kind of gave us the freedom to go out and basically just play.
And to look.
And look.
Okay, so what are you looking for now here at MacArthur Park?
Here we look around, it's mostly pedestrian activity, any kind of narcotics, prostitution. You have gang members that, you know, Crazy Riders handles this side, 18th Street covers the other side. of this bridge. Anything goes here.
Now, what would this have looked like years ago?
Oh, these walls were just completely covered with all kinds of graffiti. You'd have transients sleeping under here, fecal matter, trash, debris. It's absolutely filthy. And basically, by them taking back this park, they not only returned it to the citizens of the area, they were able to establish a soccer league here. And, you know, and on top of that, we've had double-digit crime reduction in this area year after year.
Right. And continue to.
And continue to.
Still have a problem, though, with people coming to the park and drinking in the park?
Not to the extent that it used to be. It's still one thing that we can enforce here, of course, but that goes for anywhere in LA. But it's not nearly the problem it used to be.
In the city of Los Angeles, when duty calls, the LAPD responds.
Hey, John, lower the gun, buddy. John, leave the gun.
Working as a team.
Go ahead and put the gun down. John, nobody's going to come at you, all right? But I'd feel a whole lot better if you were to lower that gun.
To protect and to serve.
Why don't you come back here to me, all right? All right, that's good. Walk toward me with your hands up, John. Put you in handcuffs.
All units, code 4 suspect.
Thanks for working with me.
299, show me code 6 on the auto. Go search for the Amber Alert.
To fight crime and to keep our streets safe.
Another positive hit on this bag. We believe at this time that the vehicle is in our custody.
Any available unit to respond to the northeast corner, 7th and Brooks for the Amber Alert.
6K 253 rides in 4 14X11, show us responding.
Cycle 2, we're en route.
This is it.
Let's go.
For the officers of the LAPD, it's all in a day's work. Protecting our families.
Look at your daddy.
They take pride in what they do.
Code from the Amber Alert. Missing child found and returned to parent. Suspect in custody.
LAPD is hiring. Become a part of the team. Visit us at joinlapd.com.
Tell me about the basketball part of this. What's your history with basketball? Have you played?
You know what? I played growing up. I played through high school, and I made the mistake of not playing in college. But I've played with the women's team for LAPD for the last 6 years, and it's been fantastic.
Now, how did that all happen? And did you know that LAPD even had a women's team when you became a police officer?
No, actually, I didn't know until after I was on probation, and I saw they sent out flyers or some kind of notices through the rotator, you know, for tryouts. So I went out.
What do you love about the idea of being able to play women's basketball or continue to do something that you love?
Well, the whole concept of sportsmanship, competitive, you know, being in a competitive league with other women, you know, and then being in a league with my own peers, you know, the camaraderie. We have a fantastic team captain. We have a great coach. Who do you want me to take, D or Trace? Trace.
Doesn't matter because you're going to go low, and I'm going to play high with Sylvia, and we'll bring the ball up. Sylvia and I.
You know, just the team has a great attitude all together. Everybody has a whole, you know, the concept of sportsmanship just firmly grasped, I guess.
LAPD! How does the basketball and the sportsmanship that you talked about actually help you as a police officer?
Well, it helps, you know, any kind of physical activity obviously helps physically to maintain, you know, maintain your physique or conditioning. You know, maintain any kind of workout helps clear your head. You feel good after a good workout, a good run. You know, keeps the morale up. You look at it from any angle, it's nothing but beneficial.
You just made mention of something. Do you ever Do you ever think that the skills you're learning in that, though, can directly apply to what you're doing, or is police work? And there's
No, I think organized sports have a lot of great attributes that can be applied to any aspect of your life. You know, as far as learning to work and deal with other people, you know, the stress, you know, in the middle of a game, which is why our team is so great, we can get down, but you maintain a positive attitude, and we've managed to overcome and get the gold in every tournament we've played in the last 6 years. And I attribute that more to the team attitude than the conditioning. So, although our girls are in great shape.
And do you think that also has to do somewhat with the fact that the LAPD is such a close family? In reality, on the outside, you don't understand that until you get on the inside, until you start working
And
with
it's
the
true.
department.
You don't understand until you get on the inside, but yes. And the girls, we have a great group of girls on the team. Everybody gets along. There's literally no bickering, no fighting. If we have, if we have any disputes, or, it's always dealt with in a mature, rational manner, and it's over with quick, hey, what'd you do? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
How great is it? You get to be a police officer, you get to play basketball.
That's great. I get the best of both worlds.
In the city of Los Angeles,
there is an Amber Alert.
When duty calls, the LAPD responds.
We have a positive on the Amber Alert vehicle.
Nada más te di 3 días para que te quedaras aquí.
Te dije que no tengo dinero.
Open 911 line, fighting and arguing in the background.
To protect and to serve.
¿Estás lastimada?
No.
¿Cuántas personas hay aquí?
Mi hermano está en el baño y mi esposo está ahí.
Pon las manos arriba, por favor. Párese.
Okay, tell me what happened.
My sister's letting me stay there. Lleva aquí un mes, no está pagando renta. Le parece que chocó contra la pared. When you hit me.
Do you want to make a report?
No.
¿Qué usted quiere que nosotros hagamos?
Que lo saque para afuera, que se vaya.
Your brother-in-law doesn't want you staying there anymore. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gracias, okay, está bien.
Standing with our community.
When we first got there, I didn't know what the heck we had.
6 King 53, unknown trouble. Male and female arguing inside of a green vehicle. Stop on the 6th Street Bridge. Respond code 3.
Any area that come in on Holland.
Leave us alone!
Driver's got a gun.
6 King 253 requesting backup. 415 man with a gun. We're on the 6th Street Bridge facing westbound.
Hello. All right, show me en route.
For the officers of the LAPD, it's all in a day's work. Working as a team, they take pride in what they do.
We're waiting for your arrival. I'm not coming out of the car!
Okay, listen, we've got time to work this out.
Shut up!
Let's just talk right now.
This has nothing to do with you, man!
I know you're upset. I want you to talk here.
911 emergency?
That's the little girl.
The little girl that's missing?
Yes.
What is it?
Taken through them crooks.
What is your name, sir? Hello? Hello? Hello?
The caller's GOA.
Get away from the car or I'll shoot her! I'm gonna kill her, man!
Listen to me. Why don't you just let her go?
Girl's coming out.
Hey, John, lower the gun, buddy.
Become a part of the team. The LAPD is hiring. Visit us at joinlapd.com. In the city of Los Angeles, when duty calls, the LAPD responds.
Hey, John, lower the gun, buddy. John, leave the gun.
Working as a team.
Go ahead and put the gun down. John, nobody's going to come at you, all right? But I'd feel a whole lot better if you were to lower that gun.
To protect and to serve.
Why don't you come back here to me, all right? All right, that's good. Walk toward me with your hands up, John.
Put you in handcuffs.
All units code 4 suspect detected.
Thanks for working with me.
299, show me code 6 on the article search for the Amber Alert.
To fight crime and to keep our streets safe.
Another positive hit on this bag.
We believe at this time that the vehicle is in our custody.
Any available unit to respond to the northeast corner, 7th and Brooks for the Amber Alert.
6K 253 Roger, code 3.
14X11, show us responding.
Cycle 2, we're en route.
This is it.
Let's go.
For the officers of the LAPD, it's all in a day's work. Protecting our families.
Look at your daddy.
They take pride in what they do.
Code from the Amber Alert. Missing child found and returned to parent. Suspect in custody.
LAPD is hiring. Become a part of the team. Visit us at joinlapd.com.
So whether it's chasing criminals in a park to keep crime down, or chasing the opponents on the basketball court to get the ball back, the women of the LAPD basketball team are getting the job done, and they're winning along the way. That's it for this edition of Athletes Inside the LAPD. I'm Mary Grady. Join us again next time.